it is a plot of output current, that is the collector current, versus output voltage, that is collector to base voltage, at constant input current, that is emitter current. Now if we look at this output characteristics, which is a plot of output current, that is a collector current, this collector current, versus collector to base voltage in volts. So here I have drawn 0 here, and after that minus 2 volts. So if we look at this up to positive voltages, then the plot is divided into two areas, active region and the cutoff region. So this blue color shaded portion is the cutoff region, and above that, till the collector current is flowing, it is the active region. Now if you look at this current, so at input is equals to 0, still the collector current is flowing. Even if the input voltage is 0, still the collector current is flowing in every case, whether the input current is 2 milliampere, input current is 4 milliampere, input current is 6 or 8 milliampere. Whatever is the input current, we are getting the output current. So this line is a straight line. Now to make this output current equals to 0, so we are increasing the reverse bias. So we are increasing the reverse bias, means for that, to make the current 0. So we are increasing this reverse bias in such a way that our collector current must be equals to 0. So this region where we are forcefully decreasing the collector current to 0, that region is called as the saturation region. So overall, the output characteristics of common base configuration is divided into 3 characteristics. Basically, it is active region and saturation region and cutoff region. Actually, it is active region and cutoff region, but to reduce the output current to 0, we are increasing this reverse bias suitably so that the output current is 0, and that region where the output current is reduced to 0 is called as saturation current. So output characteristics plot है output current versus output voltage. हमें constant रखना है input current, that is the emitter current. बेसिकली 2 कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है, एक्टिव रीजन, इस कैरेक्टरिस्टिक के 2 फीचर्स है, एक्टिव रीजन एंड कट ऑफ रीजन. कट ऑफ रीजन में एमिटर करंट को जब हम लोग 0 रखेंगे तब कलेक्टर करंट का वैल्यू थोड़ा सा ही रहेगा, जिसे हम लोग लीकेज करंट कहेंगे, एंड इट इज बेसिकली इन नैनो एम्पियर्स. सो जैसे जैसे हम इनपुट करंट को सेट करेंगे 2 मिली एम्पियर, 4, 6 और 8 मिली एम्पियर एंड अबव, मतलब आई का वैल्यू 0 एंड अबव, और उस टाइम पे जो भी करंट और वोल्टेज का जो एरिया रहेगा उसे हम कहेंगे एक्टिव रीजन. सैचुरेशन वो रीजन है जब हम लोग एक तो ये रिवर्स बायस जो हम लोगों ने लगाया है उसे इंक्रीज करेंगे, और उस टाइम पे जो हमारा कलेक्टर करंट है वो 0 करेंगे हम लोग फोर्सफुली इस रिवर्स बायस को इंक्रीज या डिक्रीज करके. तो दैट रीजन इज कॉल्ड एज द सैचुरेशन रीजन. नाउ वी विल discuss each region one by one. So पहला स्टेप है, very first step, keep input emitter current constant. Say IE equals to 0 milliampere. Then increase VCB in steps of 1 volt and measure it and measure corresponding output current, that is collector current. So what is the first step? IE equals to 0 milliampere. Increase VCB in steps of 1 volt. Measure the value 1 volt, 2 volts, 3 volts, and measure the corresponding value of collector current in milliamperes. The current will be in milliamperes. Now the interesting thing is that whenever we are keeping the emitter current 0, means we have to keep this voltage open. At that time only the emitter current is 0. But because of this reverse bias, leakage current is flowing, and till that value, that leakage current is flowing. When the emitter current is 0 milliampere, the leakage current is flowing. That leakage collector current, wherever it is flowing, that whole area, shaded area, is called as cutoff region. So ये जो रीजन है, जितने टाइम में हमें लीकेज करंट मिल रहा है, से लीकेज करंट द वैल्यू इज इन फ्यू माइक्रो एम्पियर्स, जो रीजन बनेगा उस रीजन को हम कहेंगे कट ऑफ रीजन. तो ये शेडेड पोर्शन हमारा कट ऑफ रीजन है, ना कि ये नीचे का पोर्शन. ये शेडेड पोर्शन हमारा कट ऑफ रीजन है. नाउ as this characteristics, output characteristics is divided into 3 curves or 3 regions. First is cutoff, active and saturation. So we will discuss one by one again in further detail. So basically we started with IE equals to 0, and then we measured the value of VCB and measured the value of IC. Cutoff region. In the cutoff region, both the junctions, that is junction emitter to base and junction collector to base. So this is our common base configuration. So I will draw a common base. This is emitter, base and collector. This is N transistor. So this junction is emitter to base junction, and this junction is collector to base junction. In the cutoff region, both the junctions, that is emitter to base junction and collector to base junction, are reverse bias. Why it is reverse bias? Because we are saying that the value of emitter current is equals to 0. So when the value of emitter current is 0, means there is no biasing. So if there is no biasing, means no current is flowing. No current is flowing means the junction is reverse bias. And this second, we are deliberately reverse biasing the collector to base junction. This collector to base junction is deliberately reverse biasing. Why we are reverse biasing? We know that we have to operate the BJT in forward active mode. In forward active mode, the input side, the input junction is forward bias and output junction is reverse bias. So the input, we are keeping it open, means IE equals to 0, means it is as good as reverse bias. It is as good as reverse bias. And the output we are deliberately using at reverse bias. So both the junctions are reverse bias. So in the cutoff region, both the junctions are reverse bias. Emitter current is equals to 0. And because of this reverse bias, the current is still 0, but as we are slowly increasing the reverse bias, as reverse bias, that is VCB, is increasing, the collector current flows. This collector current which is flowing is also called as leakage current. And this leakage current is also called as ICBO, collector to base leakage current when emitter is open. So the shaded area where the leakage current is flowing means like this, we are plotting this curve first. So this is actually the current. How much is the value of this current? In few microamperes. And this shaded portion is the cutoff region. So this is the cutoff region. And this is voltage VCB. So this is the value. This value is the ICBO. This leakage current, which is very small amount in terms of microamperes, but actually it is collector current. It is called as leakage current because it is flowing because of the reverse bias. So this is about the cutoff region. Once again I will repeat, in the cutoff region the emitter current is 0. So we will consider it is as good as reverse bias. Output is again reverse bias because we are operating the transistor in forward active mode. First condition, cutoff region, when emitter current is 0, we are increasing the reverse bias. As we are increasing the reverse bias, because of this reverse bias, the leakage current is flowing. That leakage collector current is flowing, and that is designated by ICBO, collector to base leakage current, when emitter is open. And this shaded portion is called as cutoff region. Now, next region is the active region. So in this active region, we have increased the value of IE. It is increased to say 2 milliamperes. But we see that even at this point, VCB is equals to 0 volt, still IC is flowing, and IC is exactly equals to IE. So for example, if IE is equals to 2 milliampere, then IC is equals to 2 milliampere. This is because of the fact that IE equals to IC plus IB. So whatever is the value of input current, it will be equals to the collector current. So the collector current is flowing even if the VCB is equals to 0 volt, and this is because of the fact that these electrons are injected. As this junction, emitter to base junction, is already forward biased, because of this input we are increasing the emitter current to 2 milliamperes, because it will flow only when the junction is forward bias. Only when the junction is forward bias, the emitter current will start flowing. So this emitter current which is flowing, it is due to the fact that the electrons are injected into the base under the action of the forward biasing emitter to base junction. So these electrons are collected by the collector. The electrons, so once again I will draw the diagram. So this is emitter, base and collector. So we are forward biasing it, and we are reverse biasing the output side. So as this junction emitter to base is forward bias, the emitter current is flowing, and this emitter current is moving towards the collector also. So these electrons emitted by the emitter are collected by collector due to the internal junction voltage, that is the barrier potential at the collector to base junction. So this region is called as the region where the where the collector current is following the emitter current. That whole region is called as the active region. You keep on increasing VCB equals to 2 volts, 4 volts, 6 volts, 8 volts, and so on. the value of IC follows the IE, because this current is because of the injected current. Whatever is the value of IE, that will be the value of collector current, irrespective of this. Whatever is you keep on increasing the collector to base voltage, the collector current will follow the emitter current only. So the collector current is practically independent of VCB. It is constant. The collector current is constant. It is a straight line. So the collector current is independent of the VCB. So IC is independent of VCB in the active region. But if VCB is increased beyond a certain value, then it may happen that the breakdown will take place, and again a large current will flow which will destroy the output junction. But this destruction, that is avalanche breakdown, we do not operate the transistor in this region. So the destruction region, this region is called as avalanche breakdown. That is, we are increasing the reverse bias below the safe operation of the transistor. So point to be noted in the active region is that the collector current is following the emitter current. First thing, why it is following? Because the collector current, this collector current is because of the injected current by the electrons of the emitter. Emitter's junction is forward bias, so the injected electrons are collected at the collector. So the emitter current and collector current both will be equal. This will be obviously a straight line, and collector current can never be more than emitter current because of this equation. Emitter current is equals to collector current plus base current. So collector current can never be greater than the emitter current. Second thing, the value of collector current is independent of VCB. We see that at 0 VCB, we are observing the value of collector current. We keep on increasing the VCB, keep on increasing the value of VCB. The collector current will remain constant. But above the breakdown region, if collector to base voltage is increased, avalanche breakdown of the transistor will take place, and this output junction will be breakdown and the transistor will get lost, mean it will get burned out. So active region starts when the emitter current is when the collector current is following the emitter current. Collector current will always be equals to emitter current because emitter current is equals to collector current plus base current. The value of collector current is independent of VCB. Above the breakdown voltage, avalanche breakdown of the transistor will take place, and transistor is never operated in this region. So this is about the active region. एक्टिव रीजन में हम लोगों ने एमिटर करंट को थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज कर दिया है. उसको इंक्रीज करने के बाद हम लोग यह ऑब्जर्व करते हैं कि एमिटर करंट 2 मिली एम्पियर होने के बावजूद कलेक्टर करंट का वैल्यू भी 2 मिली एम्पियर ही रहेगा. कलेक्टर करंट का वैल्यू कभी भी एमिटर करंट से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता बिकॉज ये एमिटर करंट इज इक्वल्स टू कलेक्टर करंट प्लस बेस करंट. सो अगर हम लोगों ने VCB को इंक्रीज किया 0, फिर 2 वोल्ट्स, 4 वोल्ट, 6 वोल्ट, द स्टेप्स ऑफ 2 वोल्ट्स, हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि कलेक्टर करंट, ये जो कलेक्टर करंट है उसका वैल्यू बिल्कुल भी चेंज नहीं हो रहा है, कांस्टेंट है, स्ट्रेट लाइन. सो हम कह सकते हैं कि कलेक्टर करंट इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ कलेक्टर टू बेस वोल्टेज. मींस इस रिवर्स बायस का इस कलेक्टर करंट पे कोई असर नहीं होगा. कहां से हमें पता चलता है कि 0 वोल्ट पे भी जितना वैल्यू था उतना ही वैल्यू 8 वोल्ट पे भी है. यहां पे भी देख रहे हैं VCB का वैल्यू 0 पे सपोज 4 IC 4 मिली एम्पेयर है, 0 VCB पे उतना ही 8 वोल्ट VCB पे भी हमारा 4 ही है। तो हमारा जो कलेक्टर करंट है वो स्ट्रेट रहेगा 0 से लेके कितना भी VCB इंक्रीज करेंगे। लेकिन अगर VCB का वैल्यू ब्रेकडाउन वैल्यू से अगर ज्यादा कर दिए तो ट्रांजिस्टर हमारा अवलांच ब्रेकडाउन में चला जाएगा और हमारा ट्रांजिस्टर जल जाएगा। तो ये होता है हमारा एक्टिव रीजन। जनरली हम लोग ट्रांजिस्टर को एक्टिव रीजन में ही काम करवाते हैं। अब हमारा तीसरा रीजन है saturation region. So in saturation region, the collector to base junction is forward biased. If it is reverse bias, then we see that even if VCB equals to 0, the collector current is flowing. Means for 0 VCB, ICB follows IE. For 0 VCB, IC follows IE. Whatever is the emitter current, that will be the collector current. So at 0 volt VCB, say IC is equals to 6 milliampere if IE is equals to 6 milliampere. Now, if IC wants to be reduced to 0 milliampere, then the junction JCB, which is actually reverse biased, it has to be forward biased. Only then the IC can be reduced to 0 milliamperes. So actually it is reverse bias. This output junction is reverse bias. But to make the value of collector current to 0 milliampere, we have to forward bias it. So in the saturation region, we observe that small change in VCB, that is obviously forward bias, reduces IC to 0 milliampere. So we can see that as we are increasing the value of VCB in forward bias, the value of collector current is slightly reducing to 0. The value of collector current is slightly reducing to 0. If I equals to 6 milliamperes, then it means that we have to apply more of the forward bias. So we can say that forward bias increases to reduce value of IC if IE is more. What it does, it means if the value of IE is more, then more of the forward bias is required. So we can see that if IE is equals to 8 milliampere, the value of forward bias is here, approximately 1.8 volts. If the value of IE is 2 milliampere, then the value of this VCB forward bias is approximately say 0.5 volts. So more the value of emitter current, more the forward bias we require. More value of IE, more forward bias required to keep IC to 0 milliamperes. So this forward bias, actually it is reverse bias, but we have to change the polarity. We have to change the polarity by actually changing the connections like this. Means here it will be minus, here it will be plus. And this, now this condition will help the transistor to operate in the saturation region. What I have done, I have changed the polarity of the battery like this. Means now I have forward bias the output junction. I have forward bias the output junction, and then only we can achieve the saturation region. More the forward bias is required if more of the emitter current is flowing. एमिटर करंट अगर ज्यादा है तो हमें फॉरवर्ड बायस ज्यादा लगाना पड़ेगा ताकि हमारा जो कलेक्टर करंट है वो 0 हो जाए. सो दिस इज अबाउट सैचुरेशन रीजन. अब हमें कैलकुलेट करना है आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस. सो आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस इज वेरी सिंपल. आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस इट इज डिनोटेड बाय RO. आउटपुट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है इसलिए आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस अगेन ये डीसी के लिए अगर हम लोग कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं तो आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस इट इज द रेशियो ऑफ VCB वोल्टेज अपॉन IC. and it is for AC change in VCB divided by change in IC. Now we see that this current, there is no change in the current and voltage. There is no change in the current with respect to change in the output voltage. So we can say that value of RO is very high as there is no change in the values of IC. Output resistance is very high. The value of output resistance ranges to 500 kilo ohm. So why the value of output resistance is very large? Because we see that the change in the collector current is 0. Approximately 0. Approximately. Why? Because it's a straight line. So if you plot 2 points, say for this point and this point, we are observing the change in voltage. Here it is 2 volt and here it is say 5 volts. But what is the change in the current? Collector current. No change in the collector current. Means for example, if 4 minus 2 or you can say 5 minus 2 and the change in the collector is 0, then it will be infinite. But practically it is not infinite, so we say it is very high. Theoretically it is infinite. So the value of output resistance is very high in common base configuration. Also we can summarize the operation. We can summarize the output characteristics of the transistor. So I will repeat again. बेसिकली आउटपुट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स में जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हम लोगों ने ड्रॉ किए हैं इसमें 3 रीजन्स होते हैं. कट ऑफ रीजन, एक्टिव रीजन एंड सैचुरेशन रीजन. कट ऑफ रीजन में हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि IE का वैल्यू 0 है फिर भी कलेक्टर करंट फ्लो कर रहा है. तो ये जो कलेक्टर करंट यहाँ पे फ्लो कर रहा है उसे हम कहेंगे लीकेज करंट और डिनोट करेंगे ICDO. सो जिस रीजन में हमारा लीकेज करंट फ्लो हो रहा है, जब हमारा IE यानी इनपुट एमिटर करंट 0 है फिर भी हमारा आउटपुट करंट जो फ्लो हो रहा है कलेक्टर करंट उसे हम कहेंगे लीकेज कलेक्टर करंट. और ये लीकेज करंट हो रहा है सिर्फ इस रिवर्स बायस की वजह से, बिकॉज ऑफ द माइनॉरिटी कैरियर्स. इसका वैल्यू माइक्रो एम्पियर से भी थोड़ा कम ही होता है, हम इसको नेग्लेक्ट कर सकते हैं. सो इन द कट ऑफ रीजन output junction is reverse bias, but as the emitter current is 0 we can say that the input is also reverse bias. So both the junctions are reverse bias, still the current is flowing, still the collector current is flowing, and that is the leakage current and it is denoted by ICDO. In the active region, if IE increases, in the same amount collector current also increases. Collector current follows IE. Why this is happening? Because the input is forward bias. Input junction जो है forward bias है, N टाइप पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव का कनेक्टेड है, और जो इसका बेस है वो P टाइप है और पॉजिटिव का कनेक्टेड है. तो इसकी वजह से जो हमारा इनपुट साइड है वो फॉरवर्ड बायस है. तो फॉरवर्ड बायस होने की वजह से बहुत ही ज्यादा इंजेक्टेड कैरियर्स जनरेट करेगा एमिटर, और वो पूरे के पूरे कैरियर्स हमें आउटपुट में कलेक्टर करंट के फॉर्म में मिलेंगे. दैट्स व्हाई एक्टिव रीजन में क्या हो रहा है कि इंजेक्टेड कैरियर्स की वजह से कलेक्टर करंट फ्लो हो रहा है. इंजेक्टेड कैरियर्स, बिकॉज हमारा इनपुट जो है फॉरवर्ड बायस है, उसकी वजह से बहुत ज्यादा कैरियर्स जनरेट हो रहे हैं और वो पूरे के पूरे हमें कलेक्टर में मिल रहे हैं. सो इनपुट करंट, एमिटर करंट जो भी रहेगा उसकी वैल्यू रहेगी हमारा कलेक्टर करंट. सो आउटपुट कलेक्टर करंट follows the input current, or we can say that input current controls output current, and hence we say that BJT is current controlled device. Why BJT is current controlled device? Because input current, this emitter current, is controlling the output current. This is the very important fact we have to remember, that in the active region the input current controls the output current. The output current is equivalent to the injected current of that emitter current. Third is the saturation region. We observe that IC flows even if VCB is equals to 0 volt. Say at this point, this point, this point, this point, this point. So IC is independent of VCB. So in the saturation region, I again go back to active region. Here we see that it is a straight line, means IC will be always equals to the emitter current. Now as IC flows, even if VCB is equals to 0 volt, we say that IC is independent of VCB. Now what happens in the saturation region? We know that even if the VCB is equals to 0, the collector current is flowing. So we want to make it 0. So what we will do in the saturation region, this output, that is output junction, is previously it is reverse biased. Now this reverse bias is turned to forward bias. More the forward bias is required if emitter current is more, and hence more forward bias will reduce the current to collector current to 0 volts. So for example, if IE is equals to 8 milliamperes, then we require around 1.8 minus 1.8 volts of this forward bias voltage to reduce the collector current to 0 milliamperes. So collector current flow हो रहा था जब VCB का वैल्यू 0 हो रहा था, फिर भी collector current मिल रहा था. 0 आउटपुट वोल्टेज पे भी हमें आउटपुट करंट मिल रहा था. अब इस 0 आउटपुट वोल्टेज पे हमें करंट मिल रहा है आउटपुट में. इट्स वेरी सरप्राइजिंग बिकॉज आउटपुट करंट इज कंट्रोल्ड बाय द इनपुट करंट. हेंस बीजेटी इज कॉल्ड एज द करंट कंट्रोल डिवाइस. अब हमें इस आउटपुट करंट को 0 करना है, तो हम आउटपुट जंक्शन को फॉरवर्ड बायस करेंगे, जो कि प्रीवियसली रिवर्स बायस था. तो अब हम उसको फॉरवर्ड बायस करेंगे. जैसे जैसे फॉरवर्ड बायस इंक्रीज करेंगे तो हमारा कलेक्टर करंट का वैल्यू भी 0 होगा. यानी ये इतना था तो डॉटेड लाइन करके हमने इसको 0 पे लाया है. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द आउटपुट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ कॉमन बेस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ बीजेटी.